Set myself free. Now on we go, and everything lights.
Hey, what is up, guys? This is DJ Clan Smasher. Thanks for joining me once again on another episode of New Mexico versus many close battles. So anyways, right here we start off with Heinrich. Heinrich is rolling with that Night Witch because she is currently OP, and that's what most people are doing. So anyways, gotta take advantage of that before they nerf her, as you guys have heard, or maybe not have heard. But they're gonna nerf her and a few other cards. So keep that in mind. Because she might not be as useful as she was, but she definitely is OP, because man, there's been some battles where I'm just like, wow, that is crazy. So anyways, right here Heinrich's just trying to defend against this guy. This guy's doing some pretty crazy rushes, as you can tell on his right tower. It's already starting to go down. This guy has, the enemy has a baby dragon, which can be a little annoying, especially if you have some minions, just because he can stop it. So this guy right here, the enemy guy, is rolling with the Hog Rider, the Elite Barbs, and the Lumberjack. And both of those two together can do some work, especially if you get that Lumberjack in front of the Elite Barbs, because that'll pretty much give you a free rage right after that Lumberjack goes down. So this match starts getting a little crazy. Right now it's in 2 times, just so you guys, so we can speed it up a little bit and get a few more battles in. But he starts rushing right here, and he just waits. Heinrich just waits to lightning spell all his troops over there. So this is where it gets a little sketch, guys. Check this out. So he throws in his Elite Barbs, his Rage. Yeah, he didn't even throw the Rage. Sorry, guys, I got a little ahead of myself. But did you see that the other guy was just trying to rush in, get the only 2 hits that he needed, but he didn't have anything to stop everything that Heinrich threw at the very end. So it was a crazy battle. Heinrich pulled it through, even though he wasn't even close to taking that tower down at the beginning. So anyways, Envy Bronco, he's always posting some stuff, so he posted a few others too. And I was gonna post some team duels, to try to get those through, but I happened to lose the footage. I don't know what happened. I didn't have access to my laptop at the time, so I couldn't get those through, but I'll make sure to get some next time, guys. And also let me know if there's anything specific you guys want to watch, any tips or tricks. I'm not the best in the game, but I'm pretty high up there as far as trophies go, and my troops are not maxed out. The only thing that's about to be maxed, and hopefully within the next few days, is going to be my Hog Rider. I just need like 40 something cards, and I finally got the gold because of the double elixir challenge, which you guys should check out, especially if you want to start winning those drafts. I sucked at drafts. Like, I was not good at even doing so well. I would usually get on the first 2 or 3 and I was dunsies. But after seeing a few videos and everything, I kind of got the hint. And one of my friends, Kevin, who's in our clan right now, he was super good at it. Like, I remember him winning the first few draft challenges to unlock the first legendaries that were available doing that. And yeah, he did it on the first try. So ever since then, I started copying him. But look at that, guys. He almost went down and he came back. But anyways, yeah, so like I said, when it comes to these draft challenges, you want to choose the winning cards. So the cards that will give you the best bang for your buck. So you look at both of those two and say, okay, which one counters what, or what can I go against without pretty much dying? So the first 2 or 3 cards are the hardest ones to choose, because then after that, the 3rd and 4th cards, you can kind of have an idea of what they have, or I mean what you've already chosen. So then you know what you could work with, what synergizes with what. So it's always the first few cards that are the more difficult ones. Always try to choose spells for the most part, as far as like lightning spell or poison or anything like that. Arrows are good too, but it just depends on what you're rolling with. If it happens to be one of the last options, if you see that nothing's going to be dead with the arrows right away, you might as well just not choose it, because it's not going to help you. Unless he happened to pick something that could be arrowable, but for the most part, just don't choose. I wouldn't choose it. I would choose the other thing, unless, the other thing's kind of crappy, so there's always that. But try to go with the best choice. Try to go with the best counters. That's the main thing. You don't want to have 2 things that do the same thing, For instance, you don't want to have, let's see, you don't want to have the Executioner and the Bowler because they're both kind of work about the same. Uh, yeah, because they're both kind of tanky and they both do, you know, some far damage. The only thing is that the Executioner can get air, but the Bowler can't. But if you choose both of those two, I mean, it'll work for sure. But you know, there's other options, and unless the other card is really that bad, then yeah, go for it. But don't be afraid to choose the Inferno Dragon or anything like that, just because they might not have Zap or anything to stop that baby, the Inferno Dragon. But I do talk about that a little bit more in the other video. I'm just talking about it now just because Moots was in a draft challenge, and that's what made me think about it. So anyways, guys, I don't know if you saw, but Moots pretty much came back because he was so close to not getting that left tower. So he was able to finally get it, and look at how much HP is in his tower, his right tower. It is not looking very good. Look at those elite barbs. So he tries to clone all that stuff, his wizard I mean, so that he can pretty much take those elite barbs pretty quick. It didn't work out as well just because the freaking what is it called? The dark goblin took down the clone wizard, so that didn't work out as well. So this guy, you know, puts the skeleton trap thing. That way he can stop the royal giant from taking down his main tower, I mean his right tower. So I'm not sure why he cloned that part. I would have waited a little longer, but then again, he's got a lot of spells, so you kind of have to get rid of them. So anyways, he throws in that royal giant and it starts getting a little crazy, and watch this, he just has to hurricane that thing to make sure that he doesn't get taken down by those towers. Oh wow, sorry guys, I'm just intrigued about this attack. So that way, you know, he wouldn't be taken down and it would just go to his main tower, which wasn't weak. So anyways, that was that attack. And this attack right here, it's another one by Envy Bronco. He's got a pretty good deck. He usually is able to come back last minute. It's one of those crazy battles, so he likes to share those. So right here, he does that giant push with the witch. The witch happens to die first, so that didn't work out as well. But he did use that free spell pretty good, just to get some more hit points on that tower on the left side. He tries to stop the prince with the goblin barrel, but it didn't work out as well. But at least he took that prince down before it started doing some crazy damage. So he throws in the wizard to try to stop the barbs and that giant. I don't know why that guy arrowed, you know, because there's no point, but whatever. I would have held off. So anyways, he's got the free spell ready. He froze all that. That was some good value right there. A lot of elixir positivity, because he pretty much took down all his horde right there and, you know, went for it. So the prince is coming right here. That's a better way of throwing the goblins. But I would have thrown the witch instead, just because the witch would have made some skeletons. I would have thrown from all the way to the back. That way I can save some elixir, and then the witch can start pushing and distract things. So right here, you know, his wizard gets taken down. He's trying to stop this whole horde that's happening right here. He placed the witch in a pretty good spot, but I would have placed it a little farther. Luckily it survived, so now, well, except those elite barbs, you know, just pretty much destroyed her. So anyways, he tries to do a push, and look at look at his hit points on his main tower. It's not looking so good for Chris right now. So he's trying to defend everything just because he knows that other guy is going to try to push on his main tower, because there's no point in pushing on the other one. So he's able to zap a few of the minions, and it starts getting a little crazy. And watch guys, he just barely comes back, and he just starts laughing because it was just unbelievable that he was able to get that comeback. So guys, I saved the best for last. Rich right here, he's one of our good guys in New Mexico 2.0 representing. He's a top right now. He's very good when it comes to, you know, choosing different cards and everything, and coming up with random decks and stuff. He's always the one to try new things. So right here it's kind of crazy. So he happened to lose a connection on his phone, and you know how that goes. Usually what happens is you come back and you get destroyed fully. He came back, he was able to stop this whole thing from happening, and he's just like, wow, I can't believe this just happened. So he barely got back in time, thinking that he was just going to come back to getting trashed, which he did. But he was still able to make a comeback at least, or at least stop the enemy a little bit longer. So now he starts pushing with the Night Witch, which by the way is very overpowered, and they're going to nerf her like I said at the beginning of the video. But anyways guys, he does the graveyard push, and yeah, that's a very great combo. So now he puts the Witch, you know, to stop that horde from pushing. And now he's got the arrows ready to take out that goblin barrel, because that goblin barrel can be deadly if you don't do anything about it. So now look at this, guys. Look at the hit points. Oh my gosh, look at this. Wow. So let's watch that again in slow motion, guys. Let's see that one more time, because that was so crazy. It's just like, what just happened? Look at those arrows. Ooh, very close. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. This is episode number 3. Thanks again. Have a good day. Bye-bye.